Why is my stomach growling? Oh, y'all came up in here. Hey Kelly, hey Gemini, awakening. Hey Leah, hey beautiful magic. Hey allergies. Okay, it is. Let me see. I don't want to lie. How hot is it? Gosh, it says only 78 degrees now, but it was close to the 90s earlier. It says only 78 degrees. It don't feel like it is super hot in this house. So if I'm sweating because I'm hot. I got the ceiling fan on, but it's hot. Okay, so I'm not on crack because y'all be coming up with some doozies. She doing drugs.
Y'all be
She
coming up with
she's doing drugs. She must be an alcoholic. She's sweating. So it can't be because it's like super hot in California. No, she's probably an alcoholic. She's probably drinking. That's probably why she's hot all the time. She's probably an alcoholic. And not that I'm in my 50s and I'm menopausal and I'm in California and it's hot. But if you want to think that I'm an alcoholic, go right ahead. So let's get into it. Um, the police officers we know have been arrested. Um, Folks is mad. When I got off of here yesterday, I went on to Instagram and was just perusing around, and they were having civil unrest where the incident occurred. There was a large gathering of people, and it just got out of hand quickly. And I knew that it would. I mean, because people are upset, people are angry, people are frustrated, and we have a right to be all of those things. We have a right to be upset. We have um, a right to be angry and frustrated and scared. And people will do certain things when they are afraid. And a lot happened last night, and a lot of things are still happening because people are speaking out. I saw the young actor John Boyega, who I think is from the UK because he has a British accent. I think he is from the UK. But honey, he was going off. I'm pretty sure he was trending on Twitter. He was going off. And I'm like, he is so young and his career, was just taking off here in America because he was in like the Star Wars um, movies. And I would really hate to see his career be messed up over, some comments that he made. Because, white folks is sensitive. You can only say so much before, they start to get mad and, want to blackball you and all this kind of stuff. So, Um, After what he said to some of the things that he said online today, I will not be shocked if his publicist does not make him issue a statement and say that he was upset and he said what he said and he probably shouldn't have said it with that much anger and aggression, or whatever. You know how when celebrities go off, their publicists will get with them and make them issue a statement and be like, I really hope that they don't, but I see an apology being issued in his future. I really do, because once you become a celebrity, it's just certain things you can and cannot say. Like, I can say basically anything that I want to say. Now, YouTube can flag it or, demonetize it like they do all the time when you talk about serious issues like this. These videos are automatically demonetized. YouTube is not with all that. They don't want you to talk about police brutality. They don't want you to talk about none of that kind of stuff. It's automatically demonetized. Um, so I mean, it's like that with celebrities too. They have to be extremely careful what they talk about. And I can say whatever I want to say and mean that. Now they may take it down, but then I can go on Instagram and say it there, or go on Facebook and because I don't have a publicist or a manager or anybody running my show, so I can say whatever the hell I want to say right now until I get famous. So what else did I want to say? Oh, so one of the priests that practice this religion here in the Bay Area released a statement today, and I want to read the statement that she said, and she did say that I could share this as long as I tagged her in the sharing. So the first part is the first thing she said was stopping white supremacy is a spiritual issue, which is a lot to unpack in itself. That's a lot. And her name is Mama Lisa Oshun Fonke, and she is here in San Francisco, here in the Bay Area. So now this is, I guess someone else wrote this that is in the Orisha community. It says image is a repost from someone else, but these are her words. Okay. So these are Lisa's words, and this is what she says. If you practice my faith, which is Lukumi / Santeria, a tradition / religion that originated in the minds and hearts of ancient African people, and you do not acknowledge white supremacy and racism as part of your responsibility, you are a problem. As a person who was blessed with this tradition via the slave trade, as a person who says the names of the stolen, enslaved African initiates that are the very reason we have Orisha in our hands today, as a person who prays in a language created by Africans, as a person who worships using sacred drums and rhythms that were originally created in Africa. If you practice Lukumi and you don't think it's your, she got serious. If you practice Lukumi and you don't think it's your goddamn duty to defend Black people, you are the problem. I stand with Black people always. I stand with African descendants. I refuse to be centered in whiteness. I'm working on decolonizing my practice as a Santera, as a Ialosha, as a espiritista, as a person who has black family, black teachers, elders, aunties, mothers, fathers, uncles. It is my duty to stand with my family. If you don't see it as your duty as a person who benefits from ancient African wisdom, then you are a problem. Now she's Hispanic. Um, and Hispanic people, you know, are extremely close in Lukumi and Santeria because, of course, their ancestors were also, well, slaves were dropped off in areas where their ancestors were. So, it was a lot of intermixing in different areas where slaves were being dropped off at. Now, the part about I refuse to be centered in whiteness. I'm working on decolonizing my practice. Now, I know she does have some Caucasian people in her house, and I'm not sure if that means that y'all gotta go bye bye. I don't know. But let me say this: white people, when things like this happen, y'all gonna have to learn how to leave us alone and let us grieve and be angry the way we choose to. If you're not helping us, shut up. Because I was on um, two comedians' pages today, and white people were like, "Why are you talking about this? This doesn't do anything but bring more problems between white people. You should stick to comedy." And saying stuff like, "Well, wasn't the guy resisting? So now, if you resist the police, that gives you a reason to kill us." Is- I mean, just making really stupid comments to the point where I had to tell this one black dude, I hope the ancestors and their rishas rain down fire on your ass. And I meant that. And then this other white dude jumped in the conversation and was like, "Well, that's mighty harsh. Well, you could get some too." Ain't nobody playing with y'all right now. Go sit down somewhere and let black people get this off their chest however they choose to. We are sick and tired of getting killed. And see, y'all gonna mess around and get what them Haitians gave them folks back in the day. That's what you need. Maybe that's what you really need. A little bit of that juju coming your way. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe that is what we need to do. Just really get out here in our white, bring your candles. Don't riot. Don't riot. Everybody show up in their white. And we get these people with their drums, and we get down there and get down with the get down. It don't have to be a riot. Bring your candles, bring a couple of chickens, bring them drums, and let's get down. Show these people that we not out here playing with y'all. We ain't playing. Just for real, for real. Y'all want to play with us? We want to play with you. Let's get to playing. That's what needs to happen. It wasn't just. I mean, I hope you mean fire by the way it was, because it wasn't just fire. Like the Haitians called on the Loa and they showed up, and we can do the same thing. We have a right to do that. We have a right to hurt these people spiritually. We don't have to be out here putting ourselves in a position to be hurt and to be gassed. And we don't have to do that. Everybody show up there in all white on one accord with the drums and everything. That's going to put more of a shock to them than throwing skateboards through police car windows. It is time for us to stand up and show these people that we are not playing. Yeah, after I saw what she wrote, after I saw what she wrote, looks like these spiritualists are coming together, and we gonna do something too. We gonna throw our stuff in the hat too. These people are serious. This is getting out of hand, and something has to be done. I don't care on what level it's taken care of. I don't care if it's taken care of on this level or on the spiritual level. I don't care. It just needs to be taken care of because it has gotten to the point where it is getting ridiculous. And I'm all for it. Y'all know how I get anyway. I am all for it. I am all for it. This is exactly why they don't want us to know, Lady K. Exactly why. Because they know if we ever get on one accord spiritually, it is going to be one problem. And they don't want that. They know that. They saw what happened in Haiti, and they don't want that to happen here. Why you think they continuously push the Christian agenda? Because they don't want us to come together and act like the Haitians did. Yeah, I am definitely about that life. I am. I ain't never been scared to show people who I was or what I do or whatever. I was just waiting for some people to get behind me or stand on the side of me or something. But look like it's getting a little serious. People are finally getting tired. And when people get tired, they start to do things that they normally wouldn't do. Honey, when I read that, I was like, oh, come on now. Come on. Because I know she right here in the Bay Area. She in San Francisco. She right here. The only thing is when they have stuff, you can't film it. You can't film nothing. Oh, I'm truly down. I'm down. We are going to have to start planning some things to do because this kind of stuff is getting ridiculous. Oh yeah, YouTube be they be on their own thing. They don't want you to um talk about certain things. And certain things I would not talk about on here. We are going to um have to find a way to talk, like when we talk about those things, like when we start to put things in motion, that definitely will not be on the live. That's going to be for members only, for people that I know are participating, not for looky loos. Because I get a lot of people that are here just to see what's going on. I get a lot of looky loos, but we're gonna make sure that the looky loos, you ain't gonna be able to look at this when we really, when I really get things together and want to do some spells and stuff regarding this, it will definitely be for members only. It will not be here. Those videos will be members only private videos. No looky loos. Y'all gonna have to go someplace else. Cause looky loo, I ain't with it. Facebook kept taking down the video of protests putting. Yeah, Facebook and Instagram is they're all owned by the same people, and I'm pretty sure there are certain things that the media um, don't want to come out. Of course, they don't want the police to be shown in a position where they are retreating. Like last night, I did see, police windows being busted, um, and the police driving away from the protesters. And I'm pretty sure they were getting calls telling them, pull out, because the last thing we want is for one of y'all to get mad and kill another person. It's already enough going on. Y'all get out of there. Because the video that I saw, the police were, trying to drive away from wherever they were, and they were getting a windows busted and everything. It is what it is. I don't have no feelings for them whatsoever. And I feel like the police officer that did it, he should be punished, and the ones that stood around watching, they should all be punished the same, because one did it and the rest of y'all stood around there and watched and didn't say nothing. So you can get it too. You get that work too. So what I do need to do is research and find their names. See if I can find the names of all of the officers involved, so we can call their names to the ancestors. And we want their punishment to be severe. You didn't have no mercy on the young man, so we don't have no mercy on you. That's the problem with us as Black people. We have been so forgiving. Things happen, we forgive them and forget about it. But I think it's because so many things happen to Black people. Is so much stuff going on that we're just oh my gosh. Your shirt came. Hello? Hello? Okay, then why did you call? Are you sick? Oh, okay. Well, call me back tomorrow. Okay, bye. Um, what was I saying? Um, um, I know I said something about the we need to find out what the names are, so that we can call them the names to the ancestors. Oh, I think what I was saying is it's always so much stuff going on with us. It seems like we just go from one incident to another, to another, to another. We don't even get an opportunity to fully grieve one situation before another situation is happening. So we had the young man that was killed by those two um, white people. Then we had the young lady who they went up in her house and killed her. And now this incident is just incident after incident after incident. And this happens, we spend a couple of minutes here, trying to fully process what happened here, and then something else happened, and we're just jumping from incident to incident to incident. You know what I mean? We never really have enough time to grieve from these situations. And that's another thing we as African American people are gonna have to learn how to process these incidences, how to process our grief, how to process our anger, because I'm seeing so many young people, and when I say young people, I mean like people, young people in their 20s and teens and stuff who really don't know how to process their anger. They don't know how. They don't have a clue how to process their anger, and it's people in their 40s and 50s that don't know how to process their anger either. They don't know what to do with their anger. That anger, those feelings have to go somewhere. They cannot, we can't bottle up all of that anger and just hold on to it because we are oppressed people. We cannot do that. You can't do that. You can't hold on to all that anger and pop off every time someone makes you mad, because you will be popping off with your family. You'll be popping off with your boyfriend. You'll pop off with your girlfriend. You'll pop off with your supervisor. We can't live a life of popping off at people because we're frustrated at the way we are living. We can't live like that. So we as a people have to learn how to deal with these situations when they come up, or we will be sick. We will have diabetes. We will have high blood pressure, because stress is one of those things that stress hormone affects the organs of the body. Stress will trigger high blood pressure. Stress will trigger your sugar levels to be out of whack and cause you to have diabetes. They say, oh, black people are fat and obese and sick and this and that. A lot of it is stress related. If we wasn't struggling so hard and worried about our kids, we got mothers out here worrying about their black sons. I worry about my kids. I worry about my sons being run up on by a police officer, and maybe they won't say the right thing, because I know my kids. These kids hate police officers. So, yes, we are obese. Yes, we do have high blood pressure. We are stressed the fuck out. This stuff is stressing mothers. And then we see other mothers who have lost their children. We can't help but feel for them. So we are going to have to learn different ways to deal with that type of stress, that pain. I hate to see families get up and talk about how the person that was killed, how they were. Because the media is going to try, oh, well, he was resisting. He was this. He was that. And it's crazy because all of this came from a $10 bill. They thought that he was trying to use a fake $10 bill. And all of this happened. So somebody got killed because the store owner thought, this is what TMZ said today, that the store called the police on him because they thought he was trying to use a counterfeit $10 bill. All of this happened over a fake $10 bill? No, it happened because there are still a lot of white people that don't like us. They don't like us. That's why it happened. They still don't see black people as human, basically. So it's nothing for them to kill one of us. Nothing. Like they don't even think twice. I just saw two young men, white guy called the police on them because he thought that they didn't belong in the gym where he was. How could you black people be up in here? Y'all ain't supposed to be here. Stress will trigger strokes and heart attacks. It sure will. It will. All of those things. Marco Polo, black men don't care about protecting black women and children, so I'm not fighting their battles anymore. Plus, his girlfriend was white. Okay, well, you don't have to be here. We'll help you. See how easy that was? That was so easy. My Miami Vice, Mammy, I saw that it was at WeWork office. The white guy's address was leaked and he was fired. Good, good. Oh yeah, that was super easy. I ain't got time to be playing with these people. You, if you don't want to fight for black men, then bye. You ain't got to be here, girl, or boy, whoever. I don't know you, and you don't know me. Bye. Click. The store manager just said no. They said the store manager, the people working in the store, was really young. They were real young. I don't think they really knew, like seriously, how that could have ended up. I'm not gonna blame the store manager because the store manager wasn't out there with his foot on that was all those police officers. That's on them. You can't blame nobody for that but them. And the reason why I'm blaming all of them is because the person who was standing there with his foot with his knee on the young man's neck, the other officers could have been like, "Hey, blood, come on, we got him handcuffed. He was handcuffed." So they could have just been like, this we got him. Just throw him in the back of the car. Let's get out of here. But they chose not to. You gone, baby? You ain't gonna give me no kiss?
No, on camera.
I don't care about them people. You better kiss me. Forget them people.
On that camera.
Shoot. Don't play with me. What you eating?
Peanut butter crunch.
Oh.
It's protein.
Okay. All right. I'll see. I'll call you later.
All right.
I don't know why my TV went off. Who mama fussing at?
Yeah.
I don't know what I did with my remote, y'all. I know y'all like, um, at the bare minimum, they give us the death penalty so easily, like it can't come back to them. I just saw on YouTube Floyd. Oh Lord, here go another one. I'm going to block you. I just saw on YouTube Floyd white girlfriend asking the protesters to give the killer cop grace because Floyd wouldn't want that. To me, we have the right to be angry. We need cops out of our community. Give us the addresses and names of the murderers, and we will handle it. The justice system takes too long. Okay, let me speak on that. For one thing, we cannot have police officers out of our system, out of our neighborhoods. The law is for the lawless. Okay? If somebody was to break into your house tonight, I'm pretty sure you would call the police. If someone steals your car, you're going to call the police and make a report. We have to have the police as part of our society. But where it gets messed up is these police officers are not being trained, they're not being vetted correctly. Obviously, they are getting these officers. I don't know if every police officer is going through a psychological evaluation the way that they should. Those psychological evaluations should be done every year. And if that officer does not pass, he should be terminated or he should be on administrative leave until he can pass. One psychological evaluation by an officer just to get employed is not enough. I don't feel like the psychological evaluation is strong enough to really get a snapshot of who these police officers are. We have to make sure that the officers on the streets are not a bunch of hidden KKK members and just flat out racist. That's the problem. We need police. I have, and maybe it's because a woman, I've had, not run-ins with the police, but I've been pulled over. I got pulled over once for speeding. I got pulled over once for, my tags. Somebody broke in my apartment once. I had to call the police. So I've had dealings with the police. I used to work at a group home. We would have to call the police every day for, the runaway teenagers. So I have had a lot of dealings with the police, and they have never, been bad. I've only had one incident with the police that I can say was, well, two. I never got hurt, but I just felt, like the vibe of the officer just was kind of off, and I really didn't like it. I just feel like it's the way these officers are not being trained. They're racist from the gate. Either they probably got on the force because they knew somebody. The training is not strenuous enough. The testing is not strenuous enough. And these police officers are just out here doing whatever they want to do. That's the problem. Because we have to have the police. You couldn't even imagine what it would be like to live in a, it would be like the Wild Wild West. So you don't want that. You got to have the police, but it's the way that these police officers are being trained. That's the problem. Who they are is the problem. Right, Phoenix. Phoenix said, saw something earlier that said it takes lawyers 7 years to learn the law in order to be licensed, but cops go to basic for 6 weeks to enforce the same law. 6 weeks. And if you can pass that physical, you go through your basic training, you learn your gun handling, you get your gun certificate or license to carry or whatever it is in your particular state as a police officer. My husband, I would like to maybe we can get my husband to uh, do an interview because my husband used to be a police officer for Oakland. He was OPD, so he passed the training. He has his, we have his picture up with his the cadets that he graduated with, everything. I mean, it would be interesting. I don't know if because he didn't like it. He didn't like being an officer, and so he stopped. But yeah, it is. You once you pass the your cadet period, you on the street. It ain't much, and they throw them on the street. And my husband was young, like he was in his 20s when he did this. I'm gonna ask him if he would sit down with me and let me interview him and talk about what it was like going through the training to be a police officer because he was one. But that's true. It don't take much. It don't take much. And the majority of these people can pass the physical. There is a physical portion, and then there is the psychological. They do have a psychological testing, but I really don't believe that in some of these other smaller towns and stuff. I don't believe they do all that. I don't believe they do. So they get these people out here that are racist, that don't care about black people, and they don't have a problem killing us. That man was had his knee in his neck like he wasn't, and had his hand in his pocket and was just standing there like, I don't care nothing about this man. I could care less. They put the uniform on, they hide behind it. The system is inherently racist. You can't change the system from within. New York City has one of the worst police departments. Yeah, everybody has always talked about how bad the police department is in New York. I mean, but it's bad police officers everywhere. It's bad police officers, and there are good police officers. Because I went to school with a couple of guys that were officers, and they worked like at the schools and stuff, and you know they were trying to give back to their community and help these kids stay off the streets and not get involved in drugs, and help out with the basketball programs, and forget kids into sports and all that kind of stuff. So there are some good you know officers. There are some people that really care about the community and want to help the community. But when stuff like this happens, it just makes them all seem bad, because these are such big incidents. And this was four police officers that just stood there and allowed this man to just die on the street. Four. I like cops when I was younger, but I knew a community officer who was invested in and lived in the community. I learned different later, especially in Chicago. And that's the thing. That's how it should be. The police officers should live in the community that they service. They should make them live in the community that they service. If you work in Oakland, live in Oakland. Remember that black Minnesota officer that shot that white woman in the alley? He was charged with murder. I know they won't keep that same energy with this man. Have they even been arrested? I mean, I know they've been fired, but have they even been arrested? That too, Niecy Watson. That too. Niecy said there are some good officers, but they don't speak up for the bad. A brotherhood that needs to break up. Right. They won't. They will not speak out against each other because it is the code. What is it? Blue blood. They won't speak out against each other. They're not going to. They probably can't, or they will be fired. They probably, their sergeant or whoever has probably told them, don't you say none. Just don't when things happen like this, they can't speak about it. The fraternal order of the police is rooted in the KKK, which is sad. It's really sad. Phoenix says so many Klan members in our police forces and military. They had a guy down here, a police officer, and when they found out he was special ed in school, they fired him quickly. But if he passed the test, then how did he get fired? Psyche valves are inherently racially biased, as is the DSM. White supremacy is built into standardized tools. We need new tools for bias. But in those circumstances, the police escalate situations. They see black people shoot first and ask questions later. If I'm calling the police, they will see me as a threat when I'm the victim. Yeah, as soon as they come into your neighborhood, they have zones and they see certain people, they lump all the people together that live together. Like the people that we used to live next door to, we were polar opposites to those people. They were weed smokers, they stayed up late. I don't want to say they were crackheads because I don't know if they were, smoking crack, but they had crackhead tendencies. They would be up late at night. I think the mother worked, but she had like daughters like in their 20s or whatever. I know one of the young ladies worked at Walgreens for a minute. Um, but you could tell that they weren't college educated. And I don't like to look at people and just assume that they're not college educated, but you can kind of tell by the way people act if they have a higher level of education. You can tell by the way people carry themselves. Um, so me living next door to them, you would assume that we are like them. We were totally not like them. My husband works every day. I worked until I retired. I don't sit up and smoke weed all day. I never played my music so loud that it bothered my neighbors, all hours of the night. When nighttime come, I get my behind in the bed. I'm not up 3, 4, 5 o'clock and 3, 4 o'clock in the morning outside talking loud, smoking weed and stuff. But areas are zoned off. And if it's a high population of black people, they just treat all black people the same. And we're not all the same. But that's how the police see us all. They see us all as there's something wrong with us. We all crazy. We not human. So, and then, and then when we call people out, when we call a spade, then white people want to get mad and be like, well, he shouldn't have been resisting. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. But you can resist. You can go up in a church and kill up a whole bunch of people and they'll take you to Burger King. I seen an old white lady, a video of an old white woman. The police officer was trying to give her a ticket. She said, no, you're not. You're not giving me nothing. She drove off. The police officer had to chase her. She got out the car and told him to leave me alone. And he was like, I'm about to arrest you. She said, no, you're not. You're not going to arrest me. He had to end up tasing this old white woman. Tased her and everything. She fell all on the ground, all dramatic and everything. And then, you know what he did? He called the ambulance and was like, are you okay? Now, had that been me, he'd have drugged my little black behind all over that parking lot. He'd have probably ran over me with the car, tased me, run me over with the car, snatched out all my dreadlocks and everything. And then, after he wore me out, he would have just threw me in the back of the police car and took me to jail. He wouldn't have called no paramedic to check on me. He called a paramedic. Okay, just be still. The paramedics is coming. Now, this woman did resisted arrest, forced you to tase her and everything. And you're calling the ambulance and telling her, I didn't want to do that to you. ain't want to hurt you. I've never heard a police officer tell someone black that. That dude went up in a church and killed 8 people and told the police that he was hungry. And they took him to Burger King before they took him to jail. That's how they do black people. That's the difference between us and them. And there are many videos out there. You can go find that one with the little old white lady truly resisting arrest. Now he did tase her, but he didn't take out his billy club and bop her upside her head a couple of times. He didn't shoot her. And she was, let me go. I mean, her little old grandma jeans with the elastic in the waist. And I mean, just old. If you don't take that damn ticket and shut up, Granny was, she was hot, okay? White privilege. You're not going to give me a ticket. White privilege. There's no way in the world I could even try that. If an officer tell me that he gonna give me a ticket, I'm gonna just take the all right then. Okay. White privilege. You are not going to give me a ticket. Leave me alone. He tased her, honey. She hit that ground. He was like, I ain't want to hurt you. I'm calling the ambulance to come. What? Kick her in her head. Pull your billy club out, bust across her back. Do her like you would have did one of us. Beat her ass. But no, you ain't gonna do that because she white. She white. You're not gonna hurt no white woman. She was white. That was somebody's sweet old grandma. You didn't tase somebody's grandma. You should have kicked her all up in her elastic pants wearing ass. That's what you should have did. Yeah, they do. White folks look out for their own, so we gonna have to start looking out for our own. Yeah, she did. She led him on. She led him on a chase. It wasn't a high speed chase, but he had to chase her. Granny was like, I'm not taking this ticket. She didn't want that ticket. And she really felt in her heart, you're not going to give me this ticket. He was like, yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take you to jail. And that's where she was like, oh, no, you're not. I'm not. No, you're not. Honey, she took that serious, white woman. No, you're not. Now, see, if that had been me, honey, he'd have grabbed me by my dreadlocks and slung me all over that parking lot. He didn't do her like that, though. You could tell he was being gentle with her. Oh, that was some I ain't supposed to be drinking. That was strawberry soda. I've been doing good today, though. I have drank a lot of water, but that was a little strawberry soda. It was good. I only got a little bit. You know she wants. Let me speak to your supervisor. Let me speak to your supervisor. You're not gonna take me to jail. He was like, yes, I am. He after all that, he probably didn't even take her to jail. The paramedics probably came and checked her out and stuff because I think she was like, "You hurt my leg, you hurt my leg," and she was like, he was probably like, "You know what? Just check her out, make sure she okay. And I'm gonna put the ticket in your purse, okay? You go home and take you some Tylenol. You gonna be okay." He probably didn't even take her to jail. He should have drug her to jail. He should kicked her all up in her booty crack and everything. White people, leave us alone right now. Okay? Leave us alone. We don't need no new friends right now. We not trying to be your friend right now. Leave us alone. Let us grieve in peace. If you, white people, if you want to help us, leave us alone. Let us say whatever we want to say. If we want to go off on social media, if we want to call y'all a bunch of racists, you just gonna have to take this one because we are mad, we are hurt, we are angry. So leave us alone, okay? Because I didn't block two people today, and I will go on a blocking spree. I will. As soon as I see your picture and it's a Karen, I will block you. I don't care. I will be disrespectful. I will call you a racist. I will cuss you out. I will, because I'm mad right now. So leave me alone. Don't bother me. Leave black people alone. We mad right now. We mad. Our feelings are hurt. We we it's bad. Leave us alone. Seriously. And like I be saying my little slick stuff and I'll be playing, but I'm serious right now. White people, leave us the fuck alone. For real. Cause we just don't right now we don't have no love for you. Cause you doing too much. You hurting us. And we about to get together and come looking for y'all. So leave us alone. No new friends. You can't sit by us. You can't talk to us. Don't come in here with no mess because you about to get cussed out for real, for real. And if you come in here talking crazy, this is gonna be one of them times when I'm gonna let my subscribers go off. And I'm gonna just sit here and look. Normally I try to keep things, like on the like even kill. I don't like, but hey, if you come up in here, you just gonna get what you get. Because we tired of y'all. We are tired. Treat us like we tired. Leave us alone. You can't sit with us. We don't want no new friends right now. I don't want nothing from you. But to be left alone. Let me heal. Let us heal. Now, if we was already your friend, we cool. But no new friends. Mark mama, you get a pass. I know you. We good. But no new friends. We don't want no new friends. Because y'all don't know how to treat us. Because see, you want us to be quiet. You don't want us to talk about it because it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel guilty. So you want us to be quiet. No. This real. We gonna talk about it. We gonna vent. If we gotta call you a racist. Okay, sweetie. Okay, I'll talk to you. I know it's late for you, girl, because it's 8 o'clock here. I know it's late for you. No new friends. We don't want no new friends. And at this point, like the way I feel right now, I don't care if it makes you uncomfortable. And it does. It makes white people uncomfortable when we get serious. I don't care about your uncomfortability because I'm uncomfortable. And I'm not going to stop being uncomfortable to help you be uncomfortable. Fuck you. That's that. So leave us alone. For real. Leave us alone. Don't bother us. Don't say nothing to us. If you see me on the street, keep going. Because I don't want you to say nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to say the wrong thing. Oh, well, he shouldn't have been arrested. He shouldn't have been resisting. Well, didn't he do something to the police officer? So don't say nothing. Don't open your mouth. Don't talk to me. Don't. Because I'm not going to make you feel better about this situation. I'm not. Because it's horrible. And your people have been doing this to my people for too long. You know what? I'm 50 for people that don't know, I'm 55 years old. And I really thought that my grandchildren were going to see a different time from what I saw, from what my mother and her mother had to go through. I really did. I was really that optimistic. I was like, my grandkids ain't gonna have to go through this bullshit with these white people. My grandkids are here now, and they are seeing this stuff. And I'm mad. I'm mad. And I'm tired. So don't come in here saying shit about what black people should do. Oh, well, this will, if you do this, this will happen. Because it won't. Y'all don't like us. And I'm not even going to get on this religion thing. Because yesterday, I went into, okay, so I belong to the hoodoo. Let me find it. We're not even going to talk about this because I'm about to really make y'all mad. I might as well. I might as well make you all the way mad. Just so you know that I don't care at this point. Let me get the name of it. It's called Creole Voodoo of New Orleans. The group I belong to on Facebook. And the creator of the group is the lady that wrote Denise Alvarado that wrote the voodoo hoodoo handbook, and she has some other books. That was why I joined the group, because she was the author of the book. So I'm thinking that she is Hispanic. I'm not really sure. She could be white, for all I know. But the majority of people, her admins, are Caucasian. And they get very upset when people in the group talk about why white people, are so into these African traditions. I mean, they get mad and delete comments and, say stuff like hoodoo is theirs because, they have a blood connection and all of this stuff because their ancestors are from New Orleans, and really are extremely disrespectful to black people. Now, when black people come in and say things like, how do you have a connection? How does a white person have a connection to African spirituality? They get upset, delete comments, the whole nine yards. And so, I have always had that question, like, why white people want to get so tangled up in traditional African religions, African being the key word. Why? When you white, your ancestors white, why? And you don't even like black people. The majority of them, I can tell by their conversation, don't even like black people. They want to take from traditional African religions, water the religion down, and keep it for themselves. You're not going to do that here. You're not going to do that with me. That will not go on here. You will not come on this channel and say, "Oh, I'm right. This my right. I can do it." You ain't going to do it here. You can do it wherever you want to do it, just not here. Just not here. And I'm saying that today. So if you get upset, you're just going to be mad. Okay? We mad today. You ain't going to do it here. And you're not going to come over here with that mess talking about how I'm this and I'm, no, you're not. You ain't. So this my channel and I'm going to run it the way I choose. Because I ain't got no white ancestors. I mean, I probably do there because, we all mix with something. But them white ancestors that I have were the oppressor. Okay? They were the oppressor. They raped my ancestors. They didn't marry my ancestors. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. How did it happen? Massa came down to the slave quarters. Massa ain't marry her. Keep it 100. My mama and daddy black. The majority of people in my family are African American. So we gonna keep it 100 over here. Y'all don't like us, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Because you ain't going to get it from me. You ain't. Now, you going to get mad. Y'all about to be mad. Y'all going to be like, see, I told you she was racist. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want to call me. But you still ain't going to get no secrets from me. So, if you want to get it, you're going to get it from somebody else. You ain't going to get it from me. And not this week anyway, because I'm mad. Right. That's their culture. Blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus. So you forced blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus on us, but now you want a Legua. Now you want Oshun. All these white women out here wanting to be Oshun. Why? Oshun is an African deity. All those things that you talked about, our big lips, wide nose, that's Oshun. Now you want Ogun. You want Shango. But we know you want Shango because you like that black Mandingo. You want that. But you can only be happy with Jesus. I thought that's what y'all wanted us to have. Wasn't you trying to give us Jesus? Then you keep him. Do you want Jesus, right? Because y'all tried to force Jesus on us soon as we got to America. This is your religion right here. This is what your ancestors believed. So why now do you want to flip the script? No. Jesus. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I need one of y'all to stand up and say, "Oh, Motion, you wrong, girl, you wrong." This is an open platform. If I'm wrong, say it. Tell me I'm wrong. Because I got the Bible to prove it. I'll go over there and get my Bible. I still got mine. Oh yeah, you can't go to not one candle shop or botanica or anything and not see white women up in there getting candles. I was looking at this video. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if it comes up in my history. Yesterday, with a uh, Asian lady interviewing a Santero in um, Los Angeles. And it was interesting that she said uh, Lukumi or Santeria is one of the largest growing African traditional religions. Say what? Say what? Why all of a sudden all these white folks want to practice voodoo, hoodoo, Santeria? Why? Was I watching it on here or on TV? I may have watched it on the TV, and I don't think that shows up on my phone. But y'all, we gonna have to start watching more videos. That young lady that I showed you guys the other day that makes videos about EFI, we are going to have to start watching more of those videos, supporting those type of content creators. Is this it? No, that's not it. Supporting more of those type of content creators and start to get serious about what we are practicing, because this world is getting serious. It is so serious, and we're going to have to do something. It does not make any sense for us to be gifted and not use our gifts. He didn't just gift us to just hold on to it and not do anything. This is when, yeah, I must have watched it on the TV and not on here. But if I find it, I'm gonna put it in the I'll share it to my community tab so that you guys can see it. It was a really interesting video. we're gonna have to start doing what we're supposed to do, what we came here to do, because this situation is getting out of hand. I am going to contact the young lady that we talked about the other day. I'm going to email her and see if I can speak to her Baba Lao and first get a get an understanding of like who he is. Does he know anybody here in the Bay Area? Like, will I be able to trace his lineage to anybody here in the Bay Area that I may know, or my god sister or somebody else? Because I would like to get a EFI reading. I haven't had a EFI reading in a while, and it is time for me to get a reading. So I am going to contact her. Yeah, and I will. You know that I will share. Um, I would love to get a reading from someone here in the Bay Area, and see if I can. You can't film the reading, but just film some of it. So I don't know. Thank you, Nisi. Glad that you are here. Hey, KK. I'm glad that you are here, and hopefully you will become a member of the family. So I am going to go. It's just everything that's going on right now. I just want us all to, pay attention seriously. You know, not just with your natural eyes, but start looking at some of these situations with your spiritual eye also, because we gonna have to start taking care of some of this stuff. Some of these people, we gonna have to bring them up in front of our ancestors and the Orishas, because if the courts won't take care of them, we have to. And white people scary. You tell them that you gonna call on your ancestors and the Orishas, they gonna start looking at you funny anyway. They can only take so much. Why you think they want to do what we're doing? Because they scared that we gonna do something to them. And the majority of them, they don't know what they're doing. They just out here lost. And they're lost because they have no connection to this religion. None. You want to be connected. That's their problem. They don't want to be left out of anything. But you don't have no connection. The Orishas pick you. You can't just look at an Orisha and go, oh, well, I want to be that. And then they want to, take the Orishas and mix it in with Celtic religions and witchcraft and all, just random stuff, because they don't have no connection to this. This is not your roots. Your roots don't run this deep. Y'all a bunch of cavemen. That's your roots. You don't have no kings and queens in your lineage. You don't have no children of Oshun in your lineage. You just want it. You want it because you see us with it. And you don't want us to have nothing that you can't have. You can't have it. You can't have it. That's that. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I know I done made y'all mad. Let me tell you this. Don't you send me no email. Don't do it. Don't send me no email talking about, oh no, Shun, was you talking about me? I can't help it because I'm white. Nada. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Okay? You're going to have to cry your little white tears someplace else. Don't you email me. If you email me, I'm telling you now, I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. So don't do it. This is not the week to call, to email me and be like, oh, Motion, I can't help it because I'm white. Do you still love me? I'm going to cuss you out. So you just going to have to take this one. You going to have to take this one for the team. Okay? If you want to be part of the Black Hearts, you just going to have to take this one for the team. She was talking to my, I can't say nothing. That's it. She said what she said. Don't you slide in my DMs. Don't you send me no email. Don't do it because I'm gonna cuss you out. I'm telling you now. I said what I shout out to Nene. I said what I said. And if it hurts your feelings, a hit dog will holler. Now, take it for the take that one for the team. You want to be down with Black culture? You get cussed out. That's just part of it. You want to sit at the table with us? Sometimes you gonna get cussed out. Getting cussed out by a Black woman builds character. That's when you figure out if you really strong. If you can take this cussing out and you be like, you know what? She told the truth. She hurt my feelings, but she told the truth. And I'm going to stand with her. Then I know. But if you get to crying them white tears, I ain't got no cup for you. I don't. You gonna have to cry them white tears someplace else this week, cause I don't care, honey. You could choke on them white tears for all I care. I don't care. Now, I'm gonna go. Don't you email me for shit. I'm glad I blocked my granddaughter because I don't want her to see this, honey. I don't want her to see her granny acting like this. But the people that really know me, that's been following me for a while, you know that this is the real me. And for you new people, hi. I'm gonna go, y'all. Before I be done lost all my damn subscribers. If it make you mad, you that hit dog. If it make you mad, then you the one with the problem. You the one with the problem. They'll be all right. And if they don't, oh well. You better go hit that Hennessy or drink that. You know, y'all. No, y'all be drinking that cheap gin. You better go get you some of that gin and take you a couple of sips of that and make it right. Cause I'm not gonna change, especially not this week. This a bad week. I ain't changing. It may get worse. I think I was nice tonight. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, girl. I think I was nice. So it is what it is. We keep it real over here where other people play with y'all and sugarcoat stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm not in a sugarcoating mood this week. I normally do kind of sugarcoat things and, try to keep it, but I'm not doing that this week. We mad, we hurt, and we just gonna say what's on our mind. I'm not trying to spare your feelings or your white tears. I'm not trying to make you feel better about the situation because you ain't making me feel better. Phoenix said apple vodka is good. So it is what it is. So it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to put my computer up. I know that this video got demonetized, so if anybody wants to make a contribution or sponsor this video, I'm going to put my PayPal thing. Um, if you want to sponsor this video, $2 or $3, you can do that because I'm pretty sure they're gonna demonetize this video, child. Because I said fuck and everything. So it is what it is, girl. It is what it is. Bless God, it said it's 11 p.m. here. Oh yes, it's 9 o'clock here. So what time my husband get off? Oh, he get off in 2 hours. So I'm gonna clean this room up because I got stuff everywhere. I got a video for the Shop Miss A stuff that I purchased, but I haven't uploaded it yet. I think I'll upload it in the morning, because it's kind of late now. So I'll probably wait till tomorrow to upload that video so you guys can see the little stuff that I ordered. And I will be ordering from them again because the little stuff came out cute. So I'm about to go on that Shop Miss A website and order me some more stuff since I see now that the stuff will come to the house and it is decent. So I love you guys, and I hope I didn't lose too many friends tonight. But if I did, you wasn't my friend to begin with, so it is what it is. To my black people, we gonna get it together. We gonna start getting these people that get us. Okay, we look like we gonna have to be on some eye for an eye type stuff. For real, for real. Look like it's didn't come to that. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out how to do a little something because all my candles are packed up. But I may be able to work something out and get something together because I'm tired and I'm mad. I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.